So we got a question here from our friend Kersey, who has a pretty good life. You know, his parents are cool. He lives in a nice house. He lives in Florida, apparently, but has never left Florida. He's 21 years old. He's also an artist, and he has this desire in his body. His heart is telling him that I need to go travel. I need to get out, and I need to develop myself in my art. He's a cartoonist and anime, I think. Some sort of interesting unique cartoon drawings he makes. So he's developing his skill, but he also feels this yearning for adventure, this yearning for travel, right? You never left Florida, bro, and you're 21, so I can see why you're feeling that way. I have a few different perspectives on this, but before I share either perspective with you, know that it's coming from the sentiment of damned if you do, damned if you don't. I've said this before. What you do really doesn't matter as much as how you are or how you travel the journey. The journey doesn't matter nearly as much as what kind of a traveler you are. How are you developing yourself as a traveler? How do you deal with the perils? How do you handle the challenges? How do you receive the gifts along the travel? It's not the road. It's the walker, right? So when I say damned if you do, damned if you don't, there could be two totally different roads, and you could walk this one, and it could be absolutely brilliant, but it also could be really fucked up. And you could follow this one, it could be absolutely brilliant, it could be absolutely fucked up. There's no fucking guarantee, absolutely none. The world will have you believe there's a guarantee, but there is not a single guarantee. All these kids that are graduating college with these $80,000 degrees that can't even work at Starbucks. All the people who put their money in the stock market and bought all this real estate, 2008, it all went away. Don't let anybody fool you into believing that there's a guarantee, that there's a safe way. The well-trodden path is the scariest way, in my opinion, right? Because then you just spent the last 80 years of your life doing everything that everybody else told you to do, and you never really lived or produced anything unique. If everybody's going this way, go that way. And if they guarantee you anything, be very suspicious. Always be suspicious of the guarantee, because it's a way to enslave you. I love civilization. I've got this love-hate relationship with civilization, because civilization's pretty fucking cool. I mean, we've got cars, and we've got running water, we've got food in the supermarkets, but it's also it's a double-edged sword, right? I'm listening to this audio program called The History of the People's History of the United States. Do you know what it takes to develop civilization? How many people have to die? How many people had to become slaves? There's an ugly side to it. Civilization's beautiful, but I mean, even just look at the United States. You live in Florida. For us to have all the oil that we use to drive all the fucking cars that we have, people are dying, right? Don't think that our wars overseas have anything to do with being patriotic or bad guys. It has everything to do with the expansion of civilization, of this type of civilization, right? So don't let civilization, right? The Rastas would call it Babylon. Don't let Babylon fool you into thinking that it's all right and true. It's an interesting game that humanity's playing, and we happen to be a part of it, and there's some good stuff to it, but don't be fooled into believing that it's all hunky-dory and beautiful, and that it's full of truths. Because there's a lot of lies, and one of those lies is do what everyone in civilization is telling you to do. Live in this world, be not of it. And that means as much as you learn the language and you wear the clothes and you do the things that civilized people do, you also have to honor the language of your body. You've got to listen with your heart, and you've got to move with your balls. And your body and your heart and your balls are going to lead you down certain roads that, because of the safety net of society, the safety net of civilization, it will only be a more fascinating, safe journey for you. What do I mean by this? So you want to travel as an artist, but you don't know how you're going to pay for the whole thing. It really doesn't fucking matter how you pay for it. Your heart is asking you to make a move. Make a move, and you gain a certain type of strength by following your body, following your heart. There's a certain type of strength, and the power and the intelligence of your heart grows every time you listen to it. It's risky, it seems, because we've been guided by our heads. That's how civilization controls us. We've been guided by our heads for so long, so when the heart starts speaking, you're like, oh, I don't get this, I don't understand this, what's going on? And everybody tells you, no, don't listen to your heart. I just posted something on Facebook earlier today that said, feel more and think less. So many people are so fucking indoctrinated by religion and society, civilization, that the heart is, they call the heart evil. The heart's not evil, you just don't understand the heart because you're so fucking brainwashed. You follow the heart a little bit, and it grows in its intelligence, it grows in its strength, it grows its ability to serve you in an intelligent way. There's a magnificent intelligence in your body. But check me out. It's not that crazy because you've got the safety net of civilization. Go out, my friend. Get on a Greyhound bus and go to another city. Whatever city you want to go to. And you know what you'll find there? Homeless centers. There are places where you can walk in tonight and have a warm bed and a meal for free. Hey, civilization ain't so fucking bad. They fool you into having you believe that is unrespectable in some particular way, or that you're a failure in some particular way, but that's just a fucking story, right? You're a failure in civilization if you can't pay a lot of taxes. See, I'm a success, and I pay a shitload of fucking taxes. So I feel good and the world feels good about me, but it's a trap. You know what you get? You get to live off of my tax money. You go to the homeless shelter in your city, I help pay for that. It's all this kind of like, nobody wins, nobody loses. But don't be fooled by any one particular part of this story. Follow your heart. You might not have all the things and experience, well, your experiences will be very different than most people's, but you might not have the trappings of what society calls success. But you will have listened to your heart and honored the genius within you. You'd have developed your art. You're an artist, my friend. And an artist creates art for nothing more than art. That's the purpose of art, is itself, right? Who said that? Wilde, Oscar Wilde. The only purpose of art is art. It's its only purpose. You produce your art, and you're also making your life a piece of art by having a subjective experience that defies what everyone tells you should be doing or shouldn't be doing. Go, my friend, go. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be different. No one's going to be able to give you a roadmap for its course, but it's going to be unique. It's going to be you. You'll be safe. Don't worry. We got food stamps and shit, right? There's clean water. You live in America, motherfucker. It's easy here. You could drop out of society and society will still carry you in this country, right? Go to Ecuador or some shit. Go live up in the mountains in somewhere in South America. Now you're really fucked. Lions are chasing you, they got malaria and shit, and the government will probably put you in jail just so they can hold you ransom. You live in America, it's all cozy and easy here, right? It's a bounce, dude. Go, follow your heart. And I'm not making any guarantees about that either. Done.